Okay, welcome to another video of the Daily Link Building Tips. Today we're going to talk about exactly this. Okay, what is the difference between a white hat and a black hat link? Now, I'm going to show you this post on it. Okay? So if you don't know, a black hat link is something that is automated or paid, essentially. Okay, there are lots of varieties of it, but these are sort of the old school types. So you don't really get these anymore. You don't get much cloaking or text links or doorway pages or unrelated keywords just because it doesn't work as well. So this article, although it's great and everything, it's not really relevant. The person who wrote this isn't a black hat SEO expert. So the only type of black hat SEO links that really work are the ones such as SAPE links, PBN links, this sort of thing, that where the content is still relevant and it's still a strong link. So the link is coming from a strong website, but it might be incentivized or paid. Okay, that's it. These things like cloaking and invisible text, especially this is something that I haven't seen in freaking years. It's just not going to work anymore. Google's smart enough to know that, so that doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Instead, why should we look at white hat links? Okay, so generally those are things that have been given a value exchange, right? So whether you have quality content, this is bullshit, relevant, internal, meta. Okay, yeah, this article's trash. So I'll just pause a second. Okay, sorry about that. I just thought that article was going to be better, but it was terrible. So what's the difference between a white hat and a black hat link? So we've gone over black hat initially. Okay, yesterday we talked about white hat a little bit. A black hat backlink is a link that is only built for the sole purpose of improving rankings. Okay, so if I go out and I think, okay, I've got £10,000 to spend. I don't want to do any work building connections. I don't want to do any work building content. I will go to someone and say, can you give me a link for £1,000, £100? Okay, that's it. They can decide how to do it. Now, technically, I don't class that as a severely black hat link, but most people do. I class black hat links as things like hacking a website. Okay, hacking a site to get a backlink back to your site. Okay, that's a black hat link. Okay, maybe things like footer links, sidebar links, the ones that are automated. Okay, so using GSA, link spam. Okay, those are all black hat links. But there's kind of two types of black hat links. You've got the ones that work and the ones that don't work. So things that don't work anymore are things like GSA, link spam, mass blog commenting, repetitive anchors for target keywords. So if I was trying to rank for, Plumbers Cardiff, and I posted 100 articles on 100 different Web 2.0s with all Plumbers Cardiff as the anchor text back to our site, we would not rank and we would probably be penalized because those are black hat links, right? Okay. The other type is the stuff that still works. So the stuff that is, in the gray to black hat area, but is still really effective. Things like properly created PBN links. Now, these are the sites that the webmaster themselves will own or the SEO company themselves will own, and Google doesn't know it, essentially. Okay, so it'll look like a normal blog. It'll link to a few websites, and one of the links will be to a site the person owns or a client site to improve rankings. Okay, the issue here is they are expensive to set up and really time consuming to manage because you have to have really good ones. Google's getting away from the whole, thin content sites. And as a result, if you don't have a lot of money to invest into design, content, even setting up social profiles for these PBN sites, then it's going to be very expensive. Okay. A white hat link, on the other hand, is essentially reverse engineering it. So we have an asset that we want to generate a link for. Okay, so let's say we had a tool or a piece of software or an infographic. We could reach out to people via a number of different mediums at Ghost Marketing, we use about 17 different ones. And we say, essentially, this is, obviously simplified. We say, yo, look at our awesome piece of content. Look at our infographic. Look at this tool, right? We can give you free access to it in return for a link. Or we can say, do you think we could write a guest post on this? Or we think this piece of content would be really nice on this webpage. What do you think? Or something like that. And we can also add value propositions. So we can say something like, okay, can you put this link inside this article? I think it will be really helpful to your audience. As a result, we can give you a shout out through our social media channel. Okay. Now, most people don't know the value of link building anyway. They might know about it, but when you talk to, especially I've been talking to the local blogger community, they don't know much. Okay. So them getting a shout out on social media, if you have 500, 1,000 followers, that's going to be fine. Okay. So you're going to get more people saying, yeah, sure, let's go ahead with that, than people saying, actually, you know what, it seems like a black hat link, none of that bullshit. Okay. And that's the main difference. So it's a value proposition versus only a benefit one way. Okay. That's pretty much it. All right. Cheers, guys. Remember to subscribe, and if you have any questions, go to ghostmarketing.co.uk. Okay, cheers.